We're going to go over step down, progressions, and other variations. First things first, you're going to grab a plate. This is about 2 to 3 inches. You're going to stand on it. You're going to imagine that there's eggshells on the ground. You're going to tap your heel and come back up. So what it's going to look like here is I'm going to be here, pushing my hips back, tapping, back up, tap, back up. I'm going to show you from the back now. What we don't want to see is the drop. We want to keep all of this nice and level. I'll be right here. Hinging back, tapping, hinging back, coming up. Okay. There's 2 different ways to progress this. I'm going to go through 2 different variations. One way is to make it a 3-way step down, where we're doing the same exact thing, but now I'm going forward, sideways, and back. So it's going to look like this. Still doing the same eggshell technique that we talked about and still hinging the hips back. So I'm here, tap, tap, tap. From the back, it's going to look like this. Another way to progress this exercise is to raise the height. So I'm going to grab another plate here. We're going to double this height. Same principles are going to apply. So I'm going to be right here, pushing my hips back, tapping those eggshells, and coming right back up. I'm going to be here. From the back. We're going to go over banded good mornings. This is going to hit the glutes and the hamstrings, basically the entire posterior chain. You're going to grab a band like this, stand on it, bring it onto your shoulders like suspenders. Feet are going to be just underneath your hips. And I'm going to hinge back, come up. So butt back, chest falls forward. Feel that tension through your hamstrings, back up. From the side, it's going to look like this. So I'm right here, push my hips back, back up. We're going to go over runner's lunges. There's going to be 3 variations: easy, intermediate, and hard. To start, you're going to put 1 foot in front, 1 foot back. So I'm going to be in this lunge position here. I'm going to bring my opposite shoulder across my midline like this. And I'm just going to hold. You're going to feel all that tension in the glute of the front leg. Just like that. Hold for 3 to 5 seconds. Back out. The intermediate stage is going to be adding a lift off now. Same position, bringing the shoulders across. I'm going to lift that back leg up and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. You're going to really feel that side glute getting targeted with that. The highest level now is going to be a jump and land. So I'm doing all the same things, but now I'm putting it all together at once. So it's going to be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Important to note, guys, we need to be feeling it right here. If we're feeling it in the side or the front, we need to play with our angles. As we bring the shoulders across, it's putting that glute on stretch, making it easier to target that muscle and to engage it. We're going to go over banded kickouts. You're going to grab a band like this. You're either going to loop it around your ankles or your foot. If you do it around the foot, it's going to make it a little bit harder. So that's what we're going to try today. So I'm going to be right here, coming right here, hinging back, and then I'm going to be kicking out to a 45-degree angle, tapping my toe and coming back. So it's going to be like this. Nice and easy. So we're getting glute stabilization on our stance leg here, and then we're also getting that abduction force as we're kicking out here. So a little 2-for-1 action. So I'm going to show you again. Tapping out and back. If you want to get a little bit more glute recruitment, come into a little bit more hip flexion, just like that. I'm going to show you what it'll look like from the side. So I'm going to be here, pushing hips back, tapping, back, tapping, coming back. If you want to make it a little bit easier, we're going to come on over here. So I'm going to be just like this, holding on. I'm going to tap my leg out and come back. So here, tap, here. Don't be holding on for dear life with this. Just fingertips if you need it. Tap, and back. With this exercise, we're trying to target the side glute right here on both legs.